say happy Vlogmas.
Happy Vlogmas. What's up, y'all?
Santa, tell me if you're really there. Don't make me. It's the most beautiful time of the year. Lights fill the streets, spreading so much cheer. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe. I don't wanna miss out on the holiday, but I can't stop staring at your face. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe. Been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast when you do what you want. At this time, doing what I want. Hope you doing what you want.
What up, y'all? Welcome to Vlogmas. So today, I'm about to try something new, y'all. I'm about to try to make some cornbread dressing or stuffing or whatever you call it. Down in the south here, we call it cornbread dress. So I'm about to attempt that. I don't know if y'all seen the last clip prior to this one. We was shopping, well, I was shopping for it. That's what I was shopping for. I was shopping for ingredients to make cornbread dressing. So if you ever made cornbread dressing before, you know that this is a time-consuming type thing. So we're gonna do part one first, which is cooking our chicken and cooking the cornbread. Then we're gonna come back tomorrow and mix everything together. So first we starting off, I did find a recipe, y'all, from TikTok. That's what I'm gonna use. The recipe that I have does call for dark meat. So at our local Kroger, that's all we could find right now is chicken legs. So that's what I'll be using. This is washed, cleaned chicken legs. All right, so I got that in there. Then I'm just gonna season it up. I'm not gonna go too heavy on the season because we're gonna put seasoning in the dressing once we mix everything together. I don't want it to be overly salty, y'all, because I can't handle it. So what I'm gonna do right now is just use light seasoning on the chicken. We're gonna start off with some garlic powder, a little onion powder. We're gonna use a little bit of Cajun seasoning, HEB brand. And finally, I'm gonna use some poultry seasoning. And then we're gonna mix it. Don't mix it on up, mix it on up. Like I said, I don't wanna do too much. I just want it to have okay flavor just to cook, okay? And here we have it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna now let this cook in the slow cooker overnight, okay? So I have the slow cooker already on. The slow cooker is gonna be on low. I'm gonna let it just go because I want it to get as tender as it possibly can, even falling off the bone. If we can get it falling off the bone, that's how tender I want it. Just put that in there. All right, so I'm gonna put all of them in there. Wash my hands first. No salmonella poison, ain't nothing going on now. Then what I'm gonna do, cover it with chicken broth and maybe a little water too, but I have to see, y'all. It's covering it, but I wanted to cover it just a little bit more. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of water, y'all, because I wanted to cover the whole chicken. So let's just add a little bit of water. So that's the chicken. We're gonna cover it and let it do its thing. Next up, the cornbread. All right, y'all. So now we're gonna go ahead and make the cornbread. I am using boxed cornbread. I know some people for cornbread dressing like to make their own. Not me. This is my first time trying it. So I'm gonna use boxed cornbread. Jiffy, if you know, you know. Best brand they have out there. So let's start this. All right. Got a little cornbread action going here. All right, and I'm gonna just use the box instruction. It calls for 1 egg. And it calls for 1/3 cup of milk. However, I have to use water because I am going to let my mom taste this, and my mom cannot have dairy products. So I have to use water. Also, that's why I didn't use a whole lot of seasoning on the meat. Mom is a sick woman, so there's only so much she can do, taste, or have. This is one of the reasons why I'm making this, because she asked me to. So because she asked me to, mom gets what moms want. So because most of this, not all, will be hers, I'm gonna make it so that she can eat it. So that's why I'm making it with water. But I already know it goes with milk, so please don't come for me. Please. 1/3 cup, and we gonna mix. Let me get some sugar, y'all. All right, y'all, got the sugar. I'm not gonna use too much because this is supposed to be more of a savory dish. Just gonna use about a spoonful, because I don't want to use too much of that either, because my mama can't have a lot of sugar either. I bet y'all like, well, what can she have? Trust me, it's a lot she can eat. So we're just gonna mix it. I'm not like Shay, y'all. Shay would have been there, had this mixed up. I'm learning. Mix it. All right, I know y'all looking at my pan and y'all like, this may be a big old pan for this little bit cornbread. It very well may be, but that's okay. It's gonna serve its purpose. So we have the cornbread here ready. But I will say, if you use water, you may have to add a little more than the 1/3 that it called for, just to get the lumps out, unless you have your own mixer or whatnot. But I'm mixing this by hand, obviously. I have noticed when you use milk, the lumps come out a little bit faster. So I did have to add just a little bit more water just to get the lumps out. So we have the consistency that I was looking for. So we ready to let it go. I do have the oven preheating. Well, it was preheating 400 degrees, like the box says. I'm gonna follow instructions of the box. So preheat 400 degrees. So I'm gonna spray a little coconut oil and gonna let it go. Big old pan. This is gonna be a real thin cornbread, but it's okay because it's gonna serve its purpose. What I'm trying to accomplish, the goal I'm trying to accomplish. All right, and we just gonna let it bake. But it tells me to let it bake for 15 to 20 minutes. I probably will check it after about 12 to 13 since it's so thin. But we're gonna go ahead and place this in the oven. Alright, y'all. So I'm gonna let everything do what it do for now. And then we'll come back when the cornbread is done. Chicken won't be done for a couple hours. But for now, we'll come back when the cornbread is done after about 12 to 13 minutes. Alright, y'all. So cornbread is done. I had originally set it for 12 minutes, but when I checked it, it was still not ready. So I put it back in for another 2 minutes. And this is how it came out, y'all. Like regular cornbread. I have to now let that sit, and this has to sit for a couple hours. Cornbread is done. Chicken is going. Like I said, that'll be a couple hours. And then we'll come back. Next time y'all see me, we'll be ready to mix everything together on me trying my first cornbread dressing, cornbread stuffing, whatever it is you call it from where you from. Down south again, we call it cornbread dressing. So let's see how this goes, y'all. All right, y'all. So while the cornbread was cooling off, or after I took the cornbread out of the oven, I showed y'all a while ago, I had to go get clean, y'all. We don't do dirt over here. But I did take the cornbread out the oven, and here it is. This will actually conclude part 1 of Nikki trying dressing. Come back for part 2 if you want to see the finished product of my dressing. Until then, peace, love, and stay true. Shay crew. I did that right, y'all. Peace.
I let love again.